It's a Gurnee Village Board meeting, the regular meeting of June 2nd, 2025. Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Present.
Ross.
Here.
Garner.
Here.
O'Brien.
Present.
Thomas.
Present.
Thorstensen.
Here.
6 present.
I'll stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll start out tonight with public comment. This is an opportunity for the public to make a statement. Just state your name and go to the microphone. It's with regard to any item that's on the agenda. There being none, the floor is closed. On to approval of consent agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee O'Brien. Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 aye.
Motion carries. Pat?
Item number 1, approval of the minutes from the May 19, 2025 meeting. Item number 2, approval of granting 6 Class 9 liquor licenses and waiving the fees for the Exchange Club of Gurnee for Sounds of Summer concerts on June 12th, 26th, July 10th, 24th, and August 14th, 2025, and Gurnee Days on August 9th and 10th, 2025. Item number 3, approval of Police Department request to purchase 55 chairs and 21 tables for the Police Department Community Room from the low proposer, National Business Furniture, at a cost of $30,523.83. Item number 4, approval of payroll for period ending May 16, 2025, in the amount of $1,129,809.79. Item number 5, approval of bills for period ending June 2, 2025, in the amount of $2,791,508.62.
There a motion to
So
approve?
moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Garner, second by trustee Ross. Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 aye.
Motion carries. On to petitions and communications. Item number 1, approval of proclamation designating June 12, 2025 as Women Veterans Recognition Day in the Village of Gurnee. Women Veterans Day is observed on June 12 because on this day in 1948, President Harry S. Truman signed the Women's Armed Service Integration Act, which enabled women to serve as full members in any branch of the military. Even though women have served in the U.S. military since the Revolutionary War, their contributions have often been overlooked and undervalued. This pivotal moment marked a significant milestone in the ongoing progress towards gender equality and inclusivity in the armed forces. Women Veterans Day highlights the important role that women have played in defending our nation with exceptional bravery and honor by recognizing the sacrifices made by women veterans and their families. Women Veterans Day honors their service in safeguarding the liberties and values of our country. Therefore, I, Thomas Hood, Mayor of Gurnee, do hereby proclaim June 12, 2025 as Women Veterans Day in the Village of Gurnee and encourage all citizens to honor our women veterans and express gratitude for their selfless service, valor, and dedication to protect our freedom. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee O'Brien, second by trustee Thorstensen. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, on to next item, recognition and distribution of Hometown Heroes banners. This is the second year that we've had the opportunity to pass out the Hometown Hero banners, and for those that have gone along Old Plain Road, you've been able to see those banners proudly displayed for the members of the Village of Gurnee, and we really had a great partnership with reference to this. Jim is going to be passing out the basically the different banners that we have, and we've really just enjoyed the partnership and being able to display them and proudly see them. And actually, I'm not sure, how long do they stay up on the poles for? Do you know? About a month? Okay. Did you want to say something?
I just want to thank the mayor for everything he's done to
see what our veterans have done and to honor them within our village. It's amazing how many veterans we have in the village of Gurnee and that graduated from Warren High School. And it's an honor to honor them and to let the community know about the service that their next door neighbor might have served in the military or service of our country.
And Jim's the chairman of the Veterans Commission for the Village of Gurnee, and this is one of the great things that they add for providing that honor in a special way. So I'm going to go through and read the names of those people that were that we've had banners for, and if you could just come up if you are representing that family or person. The first is Ad Neal and Helen Hayner together. So. Nancy, yep. Oh, sure, that'd be great.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to the Village of Gurnee and the Veterans Commission for honoring them. These were two of the strongest women that I've ever known, and very grateful for their service and their influence on my life and my brother's life. And their legacy lives on. My brother named two of his children after them, so very special. Thank you.
And actually, I didn't read the rest of the information. So Ad Neal was Army, and it was 1944 to 1946. Then Helen Hayner was Army, 1944 to 1945. Some important times in our lives. Next is Alan Lynch, Alan J. Lynch, Medal of Honor recipient, Army, 1964 to 1969. Alan? Would you like to say something?
I just thank you, Mayor, for doing this, and thanks, Jim, for all the work you've done. This is really very special. Thank you very much.
Next is Brian Reeder, Navy, 1964 to 1986.
Thank you so much for doing this. Hometown Heroes is one of my favorite Gurnee events. So thank you to the Veterans Commission and to you, Mayor Tom Hood. And Austin, thank you for taking my calls. I know I bugged you because I wanted him hung on a specific light pole because you only get one shot, and I wanted him on the street that he lived off of, which was right over here off of Hayner. And he lived on Gillings and was a resident for over 30 years. We miss him. We wish that he was standing with us, but we are proud to honor him however we can, and you gave us that opportunity. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Next is David Allen Carrick, Navy, 1976 to 1988. Say something? You're good? Okay, all right. Thank you, David. Next is David Michael Kelly, Army, 2000 to 2014. Next will be, that's Diane R. Summers and Louis E. Summers, Jr. Louis? So for Diane, she was served in the Army 1977 to 1983. And Louis, it was Army 1975 to 1996. You couldn't get enough, could you? No?
Thank you very much, Mayor Gurnee. Thank you very much. I actually joined the Army during Vietnam. Treatment was not the same as we're seeing today. I thank you for it. And also said something to to someone that Diane and I may not be the only couple who were military, but we're the first ones who met by a blind date. And we've been married 47 years, so I think the date's working.
Next is Edward T. Green, Navy, 1980 to 2000. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's actually my father-in-law, so
Okay.
I'm up here taking. Thank you, Mayor, for doing this for all the vets, and really appreciate it. And thank you guys for coming out and witnessing a great event. Thank you.
Uriel Wagner, Marines, 1992 to 2013. Congratulations. Did you want to?
Yeah, I got Jalen.
Oh, okay.
He's on there.
He is. Jalen Wagner, Army National Guard, 2017 to present. All right. Evan McCarthy, Marines, 2014 to 2018. Congratulations. You guys like to say something?
Sure. Thank you so much for honoring the veterans of Gurnee. That is really special. This is our son. Actually, both our sons served in the Marine Corps. This is the youngest son. So thank you so much. He is in South Carolina right now. So that's where he lives. Thanks.
Next is Greg Williams, Navy, 1985 to 2009. That's you. Congratulations. Let's see. Hariam Patel, National Guard, 2021 to 2024. Henry Crawley, Army Air Force, 1943 to 1945. Your father, did you want to say something about your dad?
I'm sorry.
Say something about your dad? Yeah.
He never got quite over the war entirely at times, you know, but he was a sweet guy. And I think it's very sweet that the Village of Gurnee is doing this today.
Our pleasure. Joseph C. Barara, Army, 1987 to 1992. Congratulations. Would you like to say something? Or?
Yeah. I just want to say thank you to all the veterans who served. It's an honor. First, when I saw this, I didn't know that you were doing this. So, again, thank you all. Appreciate it for all the veterans, and I'll pay homage to those also, those veterans who passed. Thank you.
Michael F. Balmus, Air Force, 1966 to 1970.
Thank you very much. Oh, Pam, we have to say something. Oh, please, I didn't see, no, you do. No.
We got time.
I didn't see how. I'm over there. All right, I didn't see her come in. This is my brother Michael's wife, Pam Thomas, and we're very proud of his service.
Yes, we are.
He was during Vietnam and Thailand,
Yes, he was.
so he was.
Worked
Yes.
on the F wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sure did.
And Timothy, his father was a prisoner during the war in World War II, so yes, you should have. That's why I'm doing it. But
Thank you.
so thank you.
Feel good?
Oh, no, I'm very proud of this program, and I'm grateful that the village does it. And kudos to Austin, who does a lot of the work involved in doing this program. So I am very proud that he works for the village. So, but thank you all, and thank you to all the veterans who have been here and done this program and participated and served. We're all eternally grateful.
Thank you. Next is PFC Jeffrey Morse, Gold Star designation, Marines, 2003 to 2004. Next is Thomas Spino, Army, 2013 to 2025. Last is Timothy Laveris, Marines, 1981 to 1985. Hey, Tim. Okay, congratulations.
Thank the village for this. It's an honor to be up here. It was an honor to serve. There's a lot of good service here and a lot of people that have served that are honorable, so I said that enough. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Just want to recognize, too, just the American Legion in town, and also, Chief, you're going to tell me how many veterans the police department currently has on it. Is that a tough? 27. Yeah, 27. So. So as a civilian, I think not too often that we get the opportunity to think and be thankful for our freedom that we have today. I think around the world that if we just spent a moment considering what other people don't have and what we have today and how that was purchased by many, 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 many men and women that have gone before us, that have purchased our freedom, it's gripping. But unfortunately, it doesn't grip us often enough. And tonight's just a little bit of our desire as a village to want to honor those that have done those things for us and continue to do them. So thank you for coming out tonight, and again, thank you for the veterans that have given their lives to give us and purchase what we have today. So the next item on the agenda is the presentation of the Police Traffic Enforcement Awards for the calendar year 2024. And Chief and Deputy Chief are going to take over.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mewitz, Village Board, residents, thank you for being here tonight. To all the veterans in the room, thank you very much for your service. Mr. Lynch, it's always good to see you. I didn't see you in the back. I would have greeted you. Welcome home again. A little bit about the Gurnee Police Department Traffic Safety Awards. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Brian Smith. I have the honor of being the Chief of Police here. And once a year, we come before the board in the village, and we recognize our officers for their efforts with traffic safety and keeping our roadways safe. For those of you that don't know, we have somewhere between 225 to 235,000 vehicles travel our roadways every single day. If you're driving around, you probably know that. But it's a big effort to try to keep those roads as safe as we possibly can. And so to all of the officers that are here, to all the officers that patrol the streets here in Gurnee, from the Village of Gurnee, the Lake County Sheriff's Office, the Illinois State Police, thank you guys for your efforts to try to handle the amount of traffic that comes through Gurnee every single day, and to do your jobs the best you can to keep the roads safe. And so we're going to recognize a couple of officers tonight. I'm going to do the Traffic Safety Awards, and then I'm going to turn it over to Deputy Chief Gaughan, who's going to recognize our Police Officer of the Year and Civilian of the Year. But before I do that, I want to introduce Ari Briskman, who is a board member with the Alliance Against Intoxicated Motorists. Ari, if you could join me up front, please, appreciate it. We're blessed that every year that we do this, AIM, the Alliance Against Intoxicated Motorists, sends a representative here to be with us and speak. And so I'm going to turn it over to Ari very quickly for him to say a few words. Ari, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Chief. And on behalf of the Alliance Against Intoxicated Motorists, I want to thank you, the entire Gurnee Police Department, for your efforts to combat impaired driving. AIM is the largest and oldest grassroots, citizen-led advocacy group in Illinois for impaired driving. Every year we give awards throughout the state of Illinois for officers in their efforts to combat this problem on our roadways and to keep us all safe. DUI enforcement is often a thankless and very difficult task, made so by the hours of report writing and testimony, and it is not often that officers get truly thanked for their efforts. So on behalf of AIM, the entire board of directors, Executive Director Rita Kreslin, thank you guys again, and thank you for having me here. We appreciate it.
Okay, so we're going to recognize some DUI enforcement first, and we're going to recognize officers who have realized cumulative milestone pins. And so first I want to recognize Officer Jared DeCeef, who's not with us tonight. He's actually on deployment, and so he won't be here. And so next up is Officer Molly Ishcombe. Molly is receiving her 10th DUI cumulative milestone pin, and 7 of those were last year. So congratulations, Molly. Thank you. Next, I want to recognize Officer Anthony Kiefer. Anthony is also being recognized for a cumulative milestone pin for number 10. And again, these are a year behind. So he had 16 DUI arrests last year. So thank you, Anthony. Next, I want to recognize Leah McNulty. Leah is also receiving a cumulative milestone pin for her 10th DUI award. Last year, Leah made 17 driving under the influence arrests. So thank you. Congratulations, Leah. Officer Carla Osorio, which I do not believe she's in attendance tonight. She would also be receiving a cumulative milestone pin. So thank you, Carla. Next up would be Officer Michael Taylor. Officer Taylor is also receiving a cumulative milestone pin for 10 DUI arrests, which is pretty good for a day shift officer. Next, I'd like to recognize Officer Robert Vasquez. Officer Vasquez is also receiving a cumulative milestone pin for his 10th DUI arrest. And Officer Vasquez had 10 DUI arrests last year. And last for the DUI awards is Officer Zach Herlicka. Officer Herlicka is also receiving a cumulative milestone pin for his 25th DUI award. And last year, Officer Herlicka had 10 DUI arrests. Personally, for me, thank you for doing your job out there on the roads and doing your part to keep them straight. Thank you for enforcing our DUI laws. Louis Alberon, our village prosecutor for the police department, is not here tonight, but Louis is also instrumental in this program and making sure that he sees these cases through the court system and making sure that we see justice. So thank you guys all for what you do.
Gotta take photos, guys. You made room for me. How about that?
Right here. 1, 2. Right hand over left real quick, everybody.
That's in order.
1, 2.
All right, and the last thing I'll be presenting tonight is our Department Traffic Enforcement Award. As we've talked about, traffic safety is very important here in the Village of Gurnee for the Gurnee Police Department. And so we select a couple of officers each year to receive a traffic safety award based on speed enforcement and contacts and seatbelt enforcement and contacts to ensure compliance, two things that are really important to keeping our roads safe. And first-time recipient this year, if I could have Officer Robert Vasquez back to the front. And second-time recipient, Patrick Kutras, who is 2 years in a row. So the way this award works is really, in order to be selected for a traffic enforcement award, you really need to be in the top 5% in both of these categories within the police department. And so both of these officers were, and thank you for doing your part to keep our roads safe, and congratulations. Thank you both. And thank you to all the officers for what you do every single day. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Deputy Chief Jeremy Gunn.
Thank you. I have the honor to present the Civilian of the Year and the Police Officer of the Year to two very deserving individuals. It starts off with a committee of police officers and civilians at the police department that get nominations throughout the police department. And this year, unlike the last couple, as we've been going the last few years, we've been getting more and more people nominated. This year was probably the most competitive, both on the civilian side and on the Officer of the Year side. We have some very deserving folks in the audience right now, but once that process with that committee starts up, they're voted on, and then based off a write-up and talking to their supervisors, and it's an accumulation throughout the year of exceptional service for the Civilian of the Year and for the Officer of the Year. So the first one I'd like to talk about, it's my pleasure to recognize an individual whose voice may not often be seen on the front lines, but whose impact is felt every day across our department and throughout the village. Please join me in congratulating Communications Operator Howard Thomas, the Gurnee Police Department 2024 Civilian of the Year. Howard joined the Gurnee Communications Center in 1993, which is probably older than some of our newest officers. Bringing with him valuable experience, a steady hand under pressure, and a level of attention to detail that has been a cornerstone of our operations for over 30 years. When it comes to making sense of complex spreadsheets, organizing data, or improving our training system, Howard is one everyone turns to. He's a certified emergency medical dispatcher, a police and fire dispatcher, and our trusted problem solver when things get challenging. Around here, when someone says Howard's working on it, it's just another way of saying we're in good hands. Howard's day-to-day duties are essential: call taking, emergency medical dispatching, fire and police radio operations. And yet, what truly sets him apart is the consistency, professionalism, and dedication he brings to every shift. From assisting in delivering of a baby over the phone to coordinating the response of a major incident, like structure fires or critical incidents. Howard is calm, collected, and completely dependable. Beyond the headset, Howard has served on various department and regional committees, mentored countless new hires, and even helped new prospective employees understand the role through sit-ins and sit-alongs. He's contributed to professional publications and earned a prestigious Registered Public Safety Leader certification, continuing to raise the bar for public safety communications across the board. His impact isn't limited to the council. He's a valued colleague, a resource to supervisor and peers alike, a constant presence in the building of a communication center known for its excellence. Howard, thank you for 3 decades of unwavering commitment, for being a steady voice during chaos, and for making a difference both inside and outside the department. We're proud to call you one of our own. We're even prouder to present you with the 2024 Civilian of the Year. Please join me in congratulating Howard Thomas.
Yeah, you don't normally have a heads on for this. I just want to say a few words. I want to thank all the people involved in this, our mayors, and the support I've had over, like you said, 3 decades of this. None of this would be possible, for me anyway, had I not been introduced to this career at a very young age. The first dispatcher I ever met, helped get me hired, was integral to me starting this career, is here, my mother. Georgine, would you stand up and say hi? She was a dispatcher. She was a dispatcher in Winthrop Harbor, where I first got started in 1990. Tim Lavris came from Winthrop Harbor as well, so it's kind of a cool reunion here right now. Thank you to the Gurnee trainers. I had 3 wonderful trainers when I started out: Barb, Nancy, and Lisa. Lisa, who later set me up on a blind date where I met my wife, Katrina, and without whom I would not be here doing any of this. So thank you, guys.
It is my honor tonight to recognize Officer Tom Jenschitz of the Gurnee Police Department's 2024 Officer of the Year. Come on up, Tom. Officer Jenschitz began his service with the police department on January 17, 2013. Like many new officers, he came to us eager to learn, committed to the mission, and ready to take on any challenge. What sets Tom apart is that over a decade later, that same energy and passion for the job still defines his service. Over the years, Tom's role has expanded well beyond that of a patrol officer. He has taken on responsibilities of our departmental instructor across multiple disciplines and proudly serves as a canine handler. His trusted partner, canine Leo, accompanied him on over 75 deployments in 2024, supporting not only Gurnee, but also neighboring departments. Their teamwork and effectiveness in the field continue to be an asset to the entire region. This past year, Officer Jensich responded to several critical and high-risk calls that demonstrated his skill, leadership, and steady demeanor. In one case, he made a dynamic entry into a home during an active domestic incident, helping to rescue multiple individuals, including a newborn. In another, he played a key role in locating and helping safely recover a suicidal individual who had climbed onto a bridge ledge. These are several kinds of moments that define a career. They speak volumes about Tom's courage, passion, and calm under pressure. In addition to his work in the field, Officer Jensich took the initiative to lead several shift-level training events covering high-stop risk, close-quarter tactics, tactical smoke deployment, and more. His commitment to mentoring newer officers and preparing the team for high-stress situations has earned him the respect of his peers and supervisors. As a canine handler, Tom is also one of our most visible public-facing officers. He and Leo have participated in numerous public events throughout the year and supported community outreach efforts such as Law Enforcement Torch Run and Outrun the Cops. These interactions help build trust, break down barriers, and connect our department to the residents we serve. And this year, Tom tested for the promotional and achieved the #1 ranking on the sergeant's eligibility, number one on the list. And that's before we added any points to give him preference, so he was #1 before anyone. It's a reflection of his work ethic, leadership, and commitment to professional growth. Officer Jensich consistently embodies the core values of the Gurnee Police Department. He leads by example, serves with integrity, and always strives to do more when asked to. We are proud to have him represent our department. Please join me in congratulating Officer Tom Jensich as the 2024 Gurnee Police Department Officer of the Year. So just one quick thing, it's nothing about the size of the plaque. We had Leo gets half of the award, so we had to make it a little bit bigger. So,
fitting. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, administration, chief, deputy, chief, mayor, police administration. Mostly, I want to thank my peers for nominating me and working with me every day. You're only as good as the people around you, so we are blessed to have some really good officers out there. We train hard, we work hard, and it shows. I also want to thank my family, their unwavering support and dedication, and even for my long night shift hours and training every day, it shows. But thank you to my wife, Sarah, especially for putting up with my schedule and helping with the 3 kids. So thank you very much. I just continue to work hard and hope it shows off for you guys. Thank you.
You might imagine the village board and myself are proud of our police department, and I think just what left me with the veterans, the same thing that leaves me with the police officers, is that every day that when they take their shift, it's they're placing their life on the line, and every day that doesn't happen, but we know that that's always a possibility, so we appreciate the bravery and the courage that you have in taking that opportunity and serving the village like you do, so thanks again.
Hey.
Oh, sure. All right, there's a public comment that'll occur when everything's done. Yes. No, they're gonna, no. Yeah, there'll still be a public comment, yeah. All right, so we'll go back on, and item number 5 is a presentation by Community Engagement Coordinator Matt Trujillo, Small Business Capital Grant Program Update and Proposed Transformational Grant Recipients. Great to Matt, Pat? Yeah, Matt?
Thank you, Mayor. Hello, members of the Village Board. This presentation will provide an update on the Small Business Capital Investment Grant Program. We now have completed 4 fiscal years of this program and are heading into the 5th year. At the end, I will review the transformational grant recommendations prepared by the selection committee. Here's a breakdown of the Small Business Capital Grant Program. As you know, there are 2 separate grants. Both are one-to-one matching grants. The smaller of the 2 is the Impact Grant, which began with a maximum award of $10,000, but has expanded over time to allow a maximum award per site of $20,000. The Transformational Grant Program started in fiscal year 2023. This is a one-to-one matching grant for projects over $100,000, and recipients receive $50,000. 2 transformational grants are typically awarded per year. Tonight you will see 3 recommendations, which I will go into further detail about later. As you can see, a total of 56 businesses have been awarded grants through this initiative, each contributing uniquely to the community's economic landscape. Some businesses have received multiple grants. I've just counted them once in these tallies here. And then here's a breakdown. There are 19 restaurants, 14 retail outlets, 10 building owners, 3 entertainment venues, 5 hotels, and 5 manufacturing businesses. In terms of financial impact, the total amount of grants dispersed stands at $629,000. Additionally, $100,000 was paid for transformational grants so far, with a total of $400,000 awarded. I'd like to note that this amount includes the 3 proposed transformational grants that I will present tonight. The estimated total investment into the community driven by these grants is approximately $5.4 million. This number includes both the funded projects and the anticipated contributions from the proposed transformational grants. As you can see, this grant has supported significant economic revitalization and growth within Gurnee. As I've shared with you in previous presentations, I will outline the fiscal years leading up to this one. For fiscal year 2022, a total of $132,902 was awarded in impact grants. The projects listed above have been completed fully by the business owners, and the allocated funds have been paid out. This is fiscal year 2023. We paid $148,132 in grant awards. As you can see, this includes various items such as roof and parking lot replacements. This is fiscal year 2024, which also has been paid out fully at $161,832. And then this is fiscal year 2025, our most recent, which is now fully completed. We ended the year with $186,616 in paid funds. As you can see, we were able to extend the usual $150,000 in impact grants due to unused grant funds in previous fiscal years. In this table, you see many businesses that use their full $20,000 grant award in one swoop. Okay. Now here's an update on the transformational grants awarded thus far. One of the first transformational grants awarded in April 2023 has since been withdrawn. This grant was for a proposed soccer facility that the business decided not to pursue. Because of this withdrawn application, you will be seeing 3 grants being recommended tonight. As for the grants awarded in 2024, April, the Top Shelf Ice Arena project has been completed this spring. The facade improvement for Gurnee East Point has not yet been started. The property owner still has until November 2025 to complete it, which is the maximum 18-month period allowed for the project completion. Oh, I apologize. Okay. The 2 transformational grants presented to you in October 2024 are currently in progress, with the hotels expecting to complete their projects by summer 2025. The total amount awarded thus far is $250,000. With the transformational grants we will be presenting tonight, the total amount awarded will reach $400,000. Okay, we all enjoy seeing completed projects, so I've highlighted 4 that were finished in this past fiscal year. The first project was completed by Vamuri LLC, the property owners at Northern Lights Crossings. They partnered with Rise Athletics to enhance and expand their fitness center by adding a basketball gym and additional workout areas. This has created a more functional training environment. They've removed smaller offices and maximized the available workout space. The next highlight I want to share is Cali Nails. They recently moved their operations to the larger Suite B and completed a comprehensive renovation with a total budget of $120,000. This project included updates to plumbing, electrical systems, bathroom renovations, and HVAC improvements. The finished project has resulted in a modern and updated nail salon. The next grant highlight I want to share is Royal Thai Restaurant, located in Northern Lights Crossings. They are a longtime local independent restaurant in Gurnee, so we were very happy that they applied. Royal Thai has installed a new front door to replace the old one, which had several issues. This upgrade provides a fresh and inviting welcome for customers entering the restaurant. Additionally, they have installed a new refrigeration unit for their walk-in refrigerator. The final grant highlight that I want to share with you is a new independent Italian restaurant in town called Destino Ristorante. Destino Ristorante has completed improvements in sound, security, and flooring at their new location in Saratoga Square. This new Italian restaurant serves lunch, dinner, and can host group events. These 4 capital improvements have had a positive impact on the Gurnee businesses, and we are looking forward to the many more projects that will be completed in fiscal year 2026. Okay, our ongoing initiatives focus on several key strategies to support the local business community. As you know, communication is important. We are actively sending tailored emails to property owners situated along the East Grand Corridor, as well as to shopping centers and independent restaurants. These communications aim to inform and engage the businesses in available grant opportunities. This round of transformational grants, we sent 3 reminder emails and included it on social media and in the e-newsletter weekly. Business outreach. We are committed to extending our outreach efforts to identify and connect with new businesses that meet our qualifying criteria in the area. This involves establishing relationships with new businesses to help them navigate the application process for financial assistance. In March, we collaborated with Jay Patel from Comfort Inn and Suites to bring together our hotel owners for a discussion on grant opportunities and other resources. This meeting provided a valuable chance to address any questions and motivate them to apply for the grants we have. The effort paid off as all 3 grant recommendations presented tonight are from hotels. And then supporting current applicants. I assist applicants with their grant projects by providing guidance throughout the application process. My goal is to help them meet all necessary requirements and maximize their chances of securing funding. Additionally, I coordinate with the community development team to ensure compliance with permitting regulations. And then showcasing success stories, as we're doing today, we consistently highlight the achievements of the grant award recipients whenever possible. By sharing their success stories, we aim to inspire other business owners and illustrate the positive impact of these grants that they have in our community. Through these focused efforts, we aim to foster a thriving local business. Now I will present on the proposed transformational grants. We have our grant recommendations here tonight. We have Darpesh Patel from the Hampton Inn and La Quinta Inn and Suites. And then we also have Jitin Patel and his partner from Super 8. Thank you guys for being here. In February 2023, the Village Board approved an amendment to the Small Business Capital Investment Grant Program to allow 2 larger $50,000 transformational grant awards. This year, 8 applications were reviewed by the committee, which includes Trustee Karen Thorstensen, Planning and Zoning Chairman Jim Sula, Gurnee Chamber of Commerce Board Member Nick Phillips, and village staff. The grant application window was open from April 1st to April 30th this year, and that was for fiscal year 2025-2026. As I mentioned earlier in the presentation, 3 projects are being recommended for award instead of the usual 2 due to one of the grant recipients, the soccer facility, not moving forward with their project. All three recommended projects in this round are Gurnee hotels. We have Super 8, La Quinta, and Hampton Inn. Factoring heavily into the committee's recommendation was the importance of well-maintained hotel properties, which creates a positive impression / guest experience for visitors to Gurnee. Our 11 hotels, not including Great Wolf Lodge, were responsible for $806,000 in hotel tax in 2024. The first recommendation is the Hampton Inn, located 5550 Grand Avenue. In September 2023, the ownership of the Hampton Inn changed hands. The previous owners, with the assistance of a $9,600 small business capital grant, had upgraded the lobby flooring, remodeled the men's room to ensure ADA compliance, and installed ADA compliant ramps leading to the parking lot. The new owner, who also owns the La Quinta Inn in Gurnee, has continued to invest in the property. Recent renovations include bathroom remodels and 89 guest rooms where shower and or tub units have been replaced. The focus of the Hampton Inn's 2025 Transformational Grant application here is to secure funding for further improvements to the parking lot. The proposed budget is $177,800, which will allow for milling and repaving rather than just resurfacing of the parking lot. As you know, this parking lot experiences significant traffic as it serves as an entrance and exit to Dilly's Road for several businesses located at the northeast corner of Dilly's and Grand Avenue. This improvement will make a lasting impact on the guest experience for the hotel and others that are shopping and dining in that area. The second recommendation is the La Quinta Inn and Suites located at 5688 North Ridge Drive. The current ownership acquired the La Quinta in 2019. Since then, they have completed bathroom remodels and approximately half of the guest rooms. They are now preparing to start lobby renovations, which may impact the placement of the windows. Therefore, they are requesting a delay start of the proposed facade renovation that you see here, which is the focus of the transformational grant. The interior lobby renovation is scheduled to be completed by fall, and the exterior work is set to begin in spring 2026. A current La Quinta design guidelines include stucco on the exterior, along with large format tiles, updated lighting, and a new channel letter sign design. The project budget for the proposed improvements is $450,000. La Quinta is one of the properties that is visible along Interstate 94. This new facade improvement will be a nice addition as visitors enter into Gurnee off the tollway. The last transformational grant that I have is the Super 8 Gurnee, located at 5520 Grand Avenue. Super 8 Gurnee has a total budget of $195,000 for several improvements. This budget includes a full roof replacement, the installation of new PTAC heating and cooling units in all 80 guest rooms, and a significantly redesigned front entrance featuring automatic double doors. This new entrance will replace the existing single pedestrian door and will create a more welcoming facade for the hotel. Additionally, it will provide an ADA compliant entrance, ensuring that all customers can easily and safely access the lobby and their rooms. Each of the 3 transformational grants that you see tonight will receive the $50,000 grant following the completion of their project. The businesses will have 18 months to complete their work. And that's all I have. Thank you for your time and consideration of the transformational grant recommendations I presented. Please let me know if you have any further comments or questions.
Just want to thank Matt. The part of our program that I probably like the best is that we go after people to give them money.
Yeah.
So it's a unique concept, but it's a concept that makes us successful because I think throughout the many villages that I know, many programs like this fall flat on their face because they don't do that. So thank you, Matt, for your efforts in pursuing people to use our money. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Mayor.
No reports, no business. On to new business. Number 1, approval of ordinance 2025-44, authorizing the execution of a small business capital investment grant agreement with MAA Krupa Hotels LLC, doing business as Hampton Inn, for property located at 5550 Grand Avenue, Gurnee. Kat?
Sure. So Matt just covered this. I'll just give a quick review. So this is the Hampton Inn's application, looking to continue work on that parking lot, including milling and repaving. So as you know, being located there behind O'Toole's and Oberweis, see more traffic than a normal hotel would with the cut through there to get back on Dilly's. Their budget for this work is estimated at a little over $177,000. Again, the village's contribution, if this would be approved, would be $50,000 of that.
Is there a motion?
So move.
Motion by trustee Garner, second by trustee Thorstensen. Any questions or comments? Trustee Thorstensen?
This is about the entire grant program. First of all, great job, Matt. A lot of variables that we're talking about tonight. And I just want to thank our board, because I don't know that all municipalities do this, but Gurnee, it's very important that we do reinvest in our businesses. They bring us the tax dollars. And I'm particularly pleased whenever I see our hotels come forward. If you drive into a parking lot and it's a mess, you haven't even opened the door to your room to find out how great it is. And so whether it's the parking lot or the facade or the lighting, we really do owe it to our businesses to help them make the tax dollars for us. So thank you to our board.
Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 aye.
Motion carries. Item 2, approval of ordinance 2025,
45.
authorizing the execution of a small business capital investment grant agreement with LLC, doing business as La Quinta Inn and Suites for property located at 5688 Northridge Drive, Gurnee. Pat?
Yep. So again, Matt summarized this, but just quick, this is La Quinta. Looking at exterior improvements, including the EFIS, along with large format tiles, updated lighting, and a new channel letter sign design on the outside. There was some renderings included in your memo. Proposed budget for this project, $450,000, which again, the village would contribute $50,000 if approved.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Baumus, second by trustee Ross. Any questions or comments? Trustee O'Brien?
I just have one. Thank you so much for the presentation. Somewhere in there you mentioned part of it's going to start at some time, but yet it has to be delayed for more than 1 year start, but it's going to be finished in a year and a half. I wasn't keeping good enough notes to know what all those dates are.
Yes. For yes, they're currently working on interior renovations in their lobby, and that's going to be until about fall of this year. And since it's facade renovation, it won't start until after the winter, so they're estimating spring of 2026.
Okay, and then so it still falls in the right parameters then, right?
Yes, yep, it does.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 aye.
And carries. Item number 3, approval of ordinance 2025,
46.
authorizing the execution of a small business capital investment grant agreement with Sri Tulia Corporation, doing business as Super 8 Gurnee for property located at 5520 Grand Avenue, Gurnee. Pat?
Yep. So this mainly focuses on the front entrance design, with automatic double door to replace a current single pedestrian door, and then some interior improvements to make it more welcoming. Budget for this was $195, just a little over that. With again, the transformational grant amount $50,000 if approved.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Garner,
Second.
second by trustee Woodside. Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 aye.
Passes. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate your investment in Gurnee, and we enjoy being able to invest along with you. So I pray that everything goes well. Item 4, approval of ordinance 2025,
47.
authorizing the execution of a professional service agreement with Civil Tech for design engineering services for the Fuller Road reconstruction project. Pat?
Sure. So Fuller Road is old. Been around since the beginning of the village, nearly 100 years. So everyone's familiar with it. So heavily used to cut between Grand and Stearns to the north, as well as getting the neighborhoods to the both east and west. So 1.2 mile stretch of road. Nick included some money in this year's budget to get design engineering and plan preparation completed in anticipation of going up there and making some improvements. looking at reconstructing the roadway with new pavement, some potential slight realignment, placing the aging cast water main, and then stormwater modifications. Also looking at the possibility of installing some pedestrian facilities, so multi-use path as we've done in other projects. So right now, I think about a third of the roadway between Grant and then up to the north has some sidewalk, but once you get north of that, there's no sidewalk there for pedestrians to use. So Nick developed a RFQ, request for qualifications, sent that out to 12 engineering firms, received responses back, shortlisted that down to 3, brought them in for interviews, and Civil Tech Engineering rose to the top after those interviews. So they've been around for about 35 years, focused on transportation and civil engineering, offices in both Milwaukee and Chicago. Very impressed by what they can bring to the table. Thought they would be a good fit. Negotiated a professional services agreement with Civil Tech in an amount not to exceed $500,000, which is in line with Nick's estimate. So before you tonight is that agreement to get that work started. Again, this will just be the designing and the plans. The actual construction, that'll be a separate project that'll be bid out in a future budget year.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee O'Brien, second by trustee Garner. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross.
Aye.
Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 ayes.
Motion carries. Item 5, approval of issuing a 1 Class 8 liquor license to Elliott Kaya to operate 10 hotel and residences located at 6161 West Grand Avenue, Gurnee, formerly the Holiday Inn. Pat?
Sure. So Kayat Enterprises closed on the Holiday Inn the week of May 12th. So in conjunction with that transfer of the property and the planned renovations, Mr. Kayat's applied for a Class 8 liquor license. That's our hotel license, so allows for the retail sale of alcoholic liquor for consumption on the premise only of a motel or hotel, restaurant, or cocktail lounge, or such restaurant or cocktail lounge shall be allowed in the same building to serve the patrons there. So Mr. Kayat currently holds 2 other licenses, one for Primo's and one for Lola's, has established himself as a responsible owner, license holder. Police department did kind of a cursory review. No concerns came back. So as the Holiday Inn had a license, there's no need to amend the municipal code. So the license that they had will transfer to Mr. Kayat, if approved.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by trustee O'Brien, second by trustee Thorstensen. Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Woodside.
Aye.
Ross. Garner.
Aye.
O'Brien.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Thorstensen.
Aye.
6 ayes.
Motion carries. On to public comment. If anybody would like to make a comment to the village board that's not on the agenda or was not on the agenda, you may step to the microphone and state your name.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Dorr. I've been a resident here for almost 20 years. My husband and I have raised 4 kids. The baby is about to head to the Allman campus at Warren. I'm here to express concern about a business, right on topic with businesses. There is a business called Puff City Smoke Shop, and it is in the neighborhood of the middle school and that senior campus of the high school, and next to Warren Township Park, Township Center and Park. And I'm surprised and I'm disappointed of its location around our students. There's a lot
Puff
of
City
students.
is located in Lake County. Is that correct? Yeah. I mean, you could still make your comment, but it's something that we don't govern ourselves.
So it's in our neighborhood, but we don't govern or have a say of its location in the walking distance of 5 grades of teenagers.
Right. It's just.
Which is a lot.
Right. So the village has a border, and then Lake County basically takes those businesses that are outside our border and not in another village. So in this particular case, they would be the ones that would be responsible for issuing a license, determining whether they would be able to locate at that particular place. So we have certainly a voice, but we don't have regulatory ability to accept or reject them being there.
Was there opposition to the location of that shop in proximity to our kids?
Yeah, not that I'm aware of, no.
Why?
I don't know.
Was it brought up? I mean, I'm a parent, but I'm also a nurse, and I have enjoyed raising my kids. I'm from Round Lake. I've enjoyed raising my kids in this community. I came back to Illinois, and I came to this community, settled, raised my kids. And thank you for providing a great community to raise my kids. No regrets. But I don't go to that area that often because I don't have kids over there. But now I will have one over there at school. And I am just, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the decision that that store is there. I understand. I actually went in there. I said, when did you open? What are your requirements? How heavily do you card? I've never done that in a business in Gurnee, but I was, as a nurse too, it celebrates in the face of our kids. It celebrates vaping. It celebrates nicotine use. There is a place for these legitimate businesses. I don't believe that that location is the place. And I'm really disappointed that that's in our village. And our kids, they deserve better than that. It's in walking distance. It's there. It's kind of celebrated as this is okay and this is the norm. And it's not. It shouldn't be. As an impression on our kids is what I mean. Okay.
Thank you for your
Thank you very
comment.
much.
Is there anybody else that would like to make a public comment? There being none, the floor is closed. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Balmas, second by trustee Garner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.